Mac, along the lines, we've talked about distractions all year. This season's been nothing but. When you do get to talk with your team, what can you tell them just to get everybody's mind right?
Beat Oregon. And that's the only thing that's important. This is about the kids. This isn't about me, and it's about the kids moving forward. And that's what we are. Mark and I are guys that try to keep a staff moving in the right direction, keep all the distractions away from that. And it's about the University of Texas playing against Oregon. It's about the kids in that game. It's about this game. And we sure don't want that to be a distraction. So I haven't seen our kids since the Baylor game. And I'll leave here like Mark. It's a tough day for us because we're both recruiting, and the dead period starts on Sunday, so we've got to get as much done today as we can. And then we'll have our banquet on Friday night. I look forward to seeing the kids because I know they were down after the Baylor game. And then we'll have our first bowl practice on Saturday and get started toward the ball game.
Hashtag Alamo Bowl questions also from Coach Helfrich. What was your reaction when Marcus said he was coming back, and should he have been invited to the Heisman announcement?
Well, we think Marcus is pretty special. So to answer the last part, if there's 6 better players in the country, and that's not in any way disrespectful of those players, those guys are really great players. But Marcus Mariota is just a top-notch guy in every form. He's an excellent person, excellent student, and an incredible football player, and a guy that our guys have rallied around. And what was the first part of the question?
What about his coming back to it?
His coming back, he had been hinting at that for a long time, and so it wasn't a huge surprise, but it was certainly a nice pickup in the recruiting class. Absolutely.
Will he be at the bowl game?
We're talking about Jeff Coat later, too, by the way.
Coach Brown was, can you talk about Oregon's offense? Is anybody in the Big 12 comparable, or what have you seen on tape?
No, I don't think anybody does compare. They do a tremendous job of running the ball, and they all started the up-tempo stuff to be as fast as anybody in the country.
Hashtag Alamo Bowl question for Coach Brown. Have you ever thought of doing uniform changes as frequently as Oregon?
When I got to Texas, Coach Royal sat down with me, and he says, "You know our colors are burnt orange and white, right?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he said, "You know we like our uniforms, right?" I said, "Yes, sir." And he says, "You're not planning on changing them ever, are you?" And I said, "No, sir." I think that answers the question. And with due respect, Phil Knight is a great friend of mine, and we love our Nike uniforms.
Question in the room. Coach Helfrich, can you talk about your Texas player on the roster and the importance of doing a showcase here when you're in San Antonio?
Yeah, Texas has been great to us in recruiting, and it's a place, obviously, the high school football is there'd be a couple, I guess, I was going to say second to none. I should say second to none in this room, but there's a couple other states that would argue that. But Oregon, just by population, doesn't have the depth of athlete across the country in our kind of wheelhouse states, California, Texas among them, hopefully. But it's a great place to grow up as a young man and play high school football. There's so many great little programs around the state that are, could compete with anybody. The coaching, the education system, top to bottom, is really good, and you kind of know what you're going to get from Texas, and we try to sneak in every once in a while and get a guy or two.
I thought we were so lucky. I wasn't sure when we got the call from Derek, but I thought we were so lucky that we drew one of the best teams in the country. And a lot of teams are not going to have that opportunity to be challenged like that. So I was worried about who we would draw and would our guys be excited about it. And that got answered very quickly. And just talking to them, having texts from them, our staff that's been around them, there's such a buzz right now about this opportunity to be challenged by a great football team, and they respect them. So that's fun. So I really think, again, this town's going to be a buzz. Oregon has great followers. Our bunch will be here in full strength. So I just think it's a tremendous matchup, and I do understand and want to be honest that we got to hold up our end. They're going to hold up their end because they're really good, and that's what our bunch has to do.
You're really good at this.
Well, no.
Really good at this.
No, but it is true. Mark's never lost a bowl game.
That's right.
I have. So
undefeated.